Welcome to the Pharmacy, coming from Malaga's Old Town. Beautiful cocktail bar in the speakeasy style that we adore, don't we, Jess?
We absolutely love it. It is not the most traditional bar that you'll find in Malaga. We've brought you to some of the most traditional and old-fashioned spots. This is old-fashioned, but it's definitely a new establishment and we love it.
So, what are we going to be making this evening?
So welcome, I'm very happy to have you here, and we're gonna make a couple of drinks for you. We're gonna try to do something big.
No, we actually don't drink.
You
We
don't
don't
drink?
drink very much, but we're making an exception this evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You come to the right place. We're gonna make
Only for
some.
medicinal purposes.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
in the right place.
Yeah.
Pharmacy. We're gonna make a couple of drinks. One kind of classic old-fashioned school drink called Negroni. It's a very popular drink. Actually, this last quarantine, all the people was drink Negroni. It's a very easy drink to make. Everybody can make it at home. It's gonna make a little touch, a little twist of that original cocktail using our homemade Campari. This is 3 equal parts of gin, vermouth, and bitter. In this case, we're gonna use our own homemade bitter. We're gonna use all these botanical. And then we're gonna do something more sour, more fresh. Also easy, everybody can make it at home. So welcome to the pharmacy. Let's go.
Thank you.
So here we are. As I was telling you, the Negroni, it's a very, very classic cocktail from Italy. It was invented by, actually it was a cocktail not invented by a bartender, it was invented by a customer. That customer was a Conde Camillo Negroni, who ordered to the bartender Fosco Scarielli a drink that was stronger than the usual. He was drinking like a martini, like an Americano, which is like equal parts of vermouth and bitter, and he wanted to make it a little bit punchy, a little bit stronger. So he added a little bit of gin. And that drink became very popular. Here in Pharmacy, this is one of our masterpieces cocktail because everybody likes it here. We have different types of Negroni. We have the one aged in barrel, which has a sherry one before. We use the Oloroso glass. We leave the Negroni already mixed, the 3 equal parts of gin, vermouth, and Campari on the barrel for like minimum for 6 weeks. What we're gonna do tonight here, we're gonna produce a homemade Campari. We're gonna give our more signature bitterness. So we're going to use a little bit of ingredients. Normally, Campari has a lot of ingredients. Normally, pickles, herbs, spices. We have marjoram, we have cardamom, we have dry sage, sugar, we have orange, ginger. We're going to mix all these ingredients. We're going to add vodka because vodka is the basic alcohol of the Campari, with a little bit of sugar. Actually, Campari, even it's bitter, it's really, really sweet. It has a lot of sugar. You can see when you take a bottle of Campari, it has a lot of sugar on the top. So we're gonna use just minimum part of the herb that we're gonna use a little bit of marjoram. We're gonna finish with chinchilla. It's a natural colorant that was used for the lipstick in the old ways. Actually, it's still now they're using a lot. Yes.
I love
Some ginger.
Is that fresh ginger?
We like to
or-
use fresh ginger. We can use dry ginger, but we want a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
And sometimes we use dry ginger because you get that citrus flavor, but you don't get sometimes spicy flavor that we want. And just one sugar. And some orange peels. It's one of the main ingredients in the Campari.
Yeah.
This orange bitter flavor.
That's the vodka, yeah?
Yes. quite strong normally. The Campari we added a little bit of water after you make all the mix, add some water.
So if somebody wanted to have a go at making their own Campari at home, how long would it last in the fridge, do you think, or on your home bar?
Using alcohol, you can keep it outside of the fridge for like minimum, like 3-4 weeks minimum.
Okay, wouldn't last that long, would it?
No, not in one of our homes.
Using actually fresh vodka, we're gonna stir it. We're not gonna leave anything inside. If you leave some orange peel, you leave the herbs, or you leave other things like more natural flavors, the natural ingredient, you can have some micro-fermentation. You can rot and you can disbalance. So it's not good because you have fermentation inside of something. It's toxic.
Yeah. But just through
we're gonna strain it, we have the alcohol.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put on fire, we're just gonna keep it on the fridge. On the fridge it can stay like 6 months.
Okay, brilliant. And just from doing this, it gets enough flavour out of those ingredients so that it makes a big flavour. It doesn't need to infuse for a long time.
It's better when you do the things infuse it for a long time. Normally we leave it infused and put it on the bottle.
Yeah.
We have it here, but we're gonna do now the process. I want to show you how to make it. We can drink it now, it's okay.
Yeah.
Already has a lot of flavour in it. All these spices and herbs we buy here in Malaga. It's one of the most incredible shops I've ever been. They sell more than 2,000 kind of spices and herbs, botanical things. It's called El Reloj, in the Especies.
Oh, that's just here.
It's really good, you can find everything. We have the vodka with all the herbs that we use. We're gonna add a little bit of water because it will be too strong, which is the vodka. We have that mix already, and we're gonna stir it on a mixing glass. It's quite heavy, so you have to have some practice.
It smells so good. It smells that citrus peel.
Wow, the colour.
And that's the magic happen now when we add just a little bit of cochinilla, it will give this red color, which is the original ingredient that the Campari used.
Okay. Oh wow!
There we go. That's the signature Campari colour.
That is the Campari colour.
Now everyone knows where to take that colour.
My granny used to do that in the bottom of the
We're gonna put it on our bottle and then we're gonna do the drink.
We nearly knocked each other out for that. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing.
So now we're gonna make a Negroni.
It's delicious. Tastes like Campari, but better.
One of the ingredients we use here, we give a lot of importance to our drinks, the ice. It's very important to have a nice clear ice. It gives more importance to the drink. It doesn't melt so much, it keeps the cold the right way, balances all the ingredients, and visually it's very aesthetic, it's very nice. We're using completely clear ice. We're using also not only the drinks. We decided to 1 year ago, all our drinks, all our cocktails, they made it with the clear ice. It's a homemade, handcrafted ice. It doesn't have any air inside. It gives the drink colder and clean. And it keeps more flavor of the alcohol.
Amazing.
So it's a solid block and there's no kind of the traditional bubble that you see in
Exactly. Basically, you don't have this kind of white ice. The white ice doesn't give doesn't chill the drink the way it's like. So we have homemade Campari. We're gonna do a large Negroni. We like the big drinks. We're gonna use 35 miles of each ingredient. So we have the Campari. We're gonna use sweet vermouth. I like to use this brand of vermouth. It's a little bit of vermouth, a little bit of amaro. It's called Puntemes, which means 1.5. It gives a little bit of bitterness. We like bitter drinks. We don't like sweet drinks.
Agreed.
It's curious.
And we just need the gin.
Very important.
I like Sisme. It's an English gin. It's really nice. It's quite bitter. It's the kind of London dry style gin. We like dry gin because a lot of places out there they use a kind of like flower gin, aromatic gin. It's unbalanced drink because they're quite like flavor and very sweet. We like bitter, so we have to use normal London dry style.
I'm looking actually at your selection drinks behind you and I'm noticing an absence of pink gin, which has become very popular in Spain.
We can drink, but we don't have pink gin. We respect all the gin, but it's not our style. We prefer to do that the same gin, but we like to make it infusing, naturally infusing. Normally we buy sometimes strawberries, we leave it on the bottle of gin for a couple of days, put it on the freeze, and then you get all these natural flavors so much better and doesn't give so much hangover the day after, because when you're using this kind of strawberry gin, they're using a lot of artificial sugars and colorant, and things doesn't help sometimes. So we have the drink, we're gonna check it. It's perfect.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
Sometimes normally that kind of Campari, homemade Campari gives very bitterness to the drink. It's very, sometimes actually it's very dangerous because you can unbalance the point of bitterness.
Yeah. But just that little bit of sugar actually did give us a really nice sweetness to the
Yes.
And you can actually smell the
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
My hands are clean. Bartenders normally will work with the hands, so don't be
Yeah.
afraid. Some customer, oh, you're just touching the ice with your hand. We wash the hand every 2 minutes here normally. This is special for cutting the ice. So you take the form that we really want.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. And the last step is we're gonna give some aroma, some little touch of the orange. So we're gonna give some orange zest, orange twist also on the drink. So get this fruity flavor, this citric flavor, aromatic. We can do this like this, just put it in the same point that we are serving. You know, taking all the orange oil. And we can finish it with one last orange zest as a garnish. We don't need a lot of garnish. We like simple drinks, more minimalistic. We don't need a lot of things inside. Original Negroni everywhere. 3 equal parts, gin, vermouth, Campari, and orange slice. You don't have to make orange zest. Orange zest always is so much better. Here we go. Negroni, salud.
Thanks. After you.
So for the next drink, we're gonna do something more fresh, more herbal, a little bit sour, and we're gonna make a very clear cocktail, a kind of minimalist drink with the Japanese connotations. We like to use the Japanese product. We're gonna use Roku gin. It's a nice gin. It's very aromatic. It has number 6. Roku means number 6. Has a lot of botanical, but 6 main ingredients. Gets on the flavor, like cherry blossom, cardamom, also a little bit of cinnamon and yuzu. We're gonna chill the drink. We're gonna use cheap. We're gonna use dry sherry wine. We like to use with our products from Andalusia. We're gonna give some bitterness and great flavor. A little bit of cardamom tincture, and we're gonna top it and finish it with soda. But the main thing is the ginseng, the Korean red ginseng. Korean red ginseng really helps for we are in the pharmacy, and that ingredient it's very ancestral, very old, and it helps for the inflammations, not anti-inflammatory. Also gives some power, gives good for the brain. It's really good and very healthy. We like to use healthy things. You can drink alcohol, but in the same time you can have healthy things.
Love that.
It's salad.
It's salad.
We're not gonna do a lot of things in salad inside, but we're gonna do something like fresh.
No need. You just got that one.
Exactly. We normally leave a couple of roots. We leave it for 1 week. It gives some kind of healthy flavor. Gives a little bit of flavor. We're not looking more for the flavor, it's more for the properties. This we're gonna leave it here. Normally we can put more and we keep the bottle for a couple of days.
Okay.
Gives a nice flavor. This is already infused in ginseng. So we're gonna chill the drink on the mixing glass, and then we're gonna add on the long drink with the soda. We're gonna have a homemade ginger soda. This drink it's very clear. We are not using we're using a clarified line. It's completely like a watercolor. It has nothing, so it gives the drink the visual impact is completely clear.
Wow.
It is actually very trendy now in the best cocktail bars in the world. You will see new drinks are really minimalistic. Doesn't go with a lot of garnish, with a lot of things, ingredients, just ingredients as a garnish. It's completely clear ice, clear glass.
Speaking of the best cocktail bars in the world, you are an award-winning cocktail bar, is that correct? With Pharmacy?
Yeah, we won Best New Cocktail Bar in Spain. We're very proud and very happy. This is the clarified line. You can make it your own way. It's a little bit complex system to make it, but there is a lot of ways and processes and techniques. You can use milk to clarify. You can do by CO2, by nitrogen. You can use also by fridge. And normally the most popular is by agar-agar. It's like a gelatina. It's a way you give a subconsistence. You play with the textures.
Yeah.
We're gonna use just a little bit. We're gonna give one small touch of citrus.
Okay.
We're gonna use a Roku gin. It's a Japanese gin with Roku means 6, and it has a lot of botanicals. But the main ones, more you can get. They have yuzu, orange blossom, cardamom, coriander, and also of course juniper. This is the main ingredient. We use 60 miles. See, we add a little bit of clarified wine. We're going to use just a couple of drops of cardamom tincture. A tincture is basically maceration. You leave the herbs or the ingredient that you're going to use for a long time, minimum 2-3 weeks, and give some kind of essence. It's like a parfum. It's almost like a bitter, but we are not using bitter because it's actually not bitter. It's more aromatic. Cardamom is very citrus flower. It's very fresh. It gives a very freshness to this drink.
So you leave it in with vodka, or what's the
We leave it in vodka.
basis?
We leave it in
Yeah,
vodka.
Okay.
A couple of drops will be enough.
You can smell it. You can smell it.
This couple of drops already gives a lot of influence on the drink. And of course, we like wine. We like cherry wine. We can add just a little bit, give some touch.
So there's our Andalusian
Andalusia
touch.
pepe, so the dry cherry wine.
Dry cherry.
So we have all these ingredients. We're gonna chill it, and then we're gonna top it with soda. Enough. We don't want to melt the water on the ice because the drink already has a lot of water because we're gonna use a soda. We'll leave it here for a second, and now we're gonna go for the next step. We're gonna cut the ice. We do homemade ice here in big blocks. We cut it. We take the form that we want, the shape that we really want to use for the drink. This is going in the laundry. This is the cocktail, and here we go. We go for the ice. Big piece of ice.
And where do you get the ice?
We do here like with special malts. We're not gonna say the trick why the ice is clear.
No.
We always say that ice is another ingredient. Ice is another ingredient in your drink, so it's very important to use a nice ice, very clear, good quality ice. It's a very Japanese technique now. It came from Japan. They give the importance to the ice. We basically normally the ice works sometimes like a glass. So you can mark it and then you just fill it. Now we're gonna do a mess here because normally we don't do it here in the bar. We are recording. Normally we have a machine, we do it on the office and then we bring the ice already. Malaga, it's very warm outside. So
Yeah,
you
it's
come here
lovely.
and you get the ice.
It's refreshing.
As you
There
can
it
see,
goes.
you mark it and then
Yeah.
you're ready. As it took. So what we do normally, we cut it in the half pieces every time until we get the point that we want with the ice. A piece of ice. And then we're gonna just pour the drink. I'm gonna top it with the homemade ginger soda. The drink is done. We're just gonna add a leaf of cheese of the Japanese leaf, using a lot of it in the Japanese cuisine. Give some bitterness. As you can see, it's very fresh, nice. It's a kind of like a meat, but it's not meat. It normally has like bitter flavors and fresh and herbal. These are drinks. We're not using anything else. Just the completely clear glass, tall glass. Here we go. Salud. Cheers.
I get to go first.
Cheers. Let's do this one.
Okay, so just tell us who you are and a little bit about the pharmacy.
My name is Elias Mentolila. I'm from Morocco. I'm from Morocco, but I opened my place here. I live in Spain for 20 years already. Was studying, and then I like to make mixed drinks and start to work in bars. And 7 years ago, I opened my first place in Girola. It's a jazz club, cocktails as well. And 2 years ago, here in Pharmacy, the Pharmacy has been awarded as the best new cocktail bar in Spain. We're very proud. We have really amazing team here. What we do here is give the importance to the drinks. I mean, raising the bar in the place that belongs. Because sometimes the bar is not only to make fancy cocktails and nice drinks, it's something else. You need some soul, you need some kind of strength, to give this power to the drinks, to the atmosphere, to the music, to decoration, to the details. So basically it's 100 of details to make that thing happen.
So on that note, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to create such a beautiful space, because it's stunning.
Basically what inspires me is when I have holidays, when I was working, I was taking my quick holidays and I was going to cocktail bars. I like the style of the speakeasy, dark places, not so much light, nice music, jazz, and kind of nice way to drink, like good cocktails, good atmosphere. What inspires me also, the trending, we like botanicals, I like all the things around the cocktails, because everything that we have inside of the glass, it's made by the things that we have in nature. So we get all this concept of the botanical, which is very trending as well. We want to make an old pharmacy. Alcohol was originally invented to help, as a medicine. So we get this idea of the medicine as something old, something like really has a sense. We're not making just drink to make. We try to give the sense of the drink. Why are you drinking something instead of other things? We have a healthy drink, we have stimulant drink, we have a relaxing cocktail. Depends on what you like to, how you feel. And also the bartender, what we do, we try to make the customer happy. The moment when the customer came by your door, you have to make everything worse to make that person who's leaving your bar is leaving happy than the moment that we came to the place.
Good one. And so first of all, what's the kind of star signature cocktail of the pharmacy if you had to pick one?
If we have to pick one, I think it's very impossible to pick one drink. It's like when somebody asks you, what's your favorite song? You have different songs for every moment. You have different movie. I don't think we have a perfect, the most cocktail that we really like it more than others. We like Negroni, of course. We like the classics. We like old-fashioned dry martinis, Negroni. We have a signature drink that everybody loves. We have a drink with ginger, raspberry, basic cooler. It's a drink. It's like a Moscow Mule with ginger. Everybody loves it. But also the Negroni, it's very powerful. It's our masterpiece. Everybody likes the Negroni here. I know somebody who likes Negroni a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
And I feel like the answer is going to be the same, but if you could only drink one cocktail for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Dry martini. I don't even let you to finish the sentence. I would drink a martini. Yeah, has a lot of alcohol in it, so
yeah.
It's my last drink. So.
It's one of my favourites too. When I'm not feeling a Negroni, then dry martini.
Yeah, martini also because it has a lot of literature. You have movies, you have books, you have a lot of hundreds of paintings and movement, artistic movement around just one drink. So any drink has this.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having us here this afternoon. Thanks for your wonderful masterclass, and I'm sure that when everybody sees this, they're going to be dying to get to Malaga and get to the pharmacy.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.